Oh, let's get this chair set and beautiful. We're live. Hello, good morning. I'm Spike, and welcome to another self-taught Japanese in Rosetta Stone 3. Yesterday we went through the listening module, and today it's going to be the listening and reading combined module. I should expect that it will rehash a lot of what's happened in these sections, and then obviously add the reading element as well. So I'm expecting a little increase in the difficulty of the slides and the pictorials. So that's what we have ahead of us for today's lesson. First of all, let's get the particulars out of the way. If you enjoy the content and you enjoy sticking around, please like, follow, share and subscribe to twitch.tv/xofficina and youtube.com/xofficina. Both pages link to each other, so if you find me on one, you should be able to find me on the other. And both of them have the links to my Discord as well. So if you want to chat to me direct and come hang out in a community that I'm trying to grow, then Discord's the place for you. Please go check it out. It's all free to add and subscribe. Nothing costs a penny. I'm doing this just because I want to document my own progress of learning this language and to show that it can be done for anyone who might have an interest in wanting to learn and not knowing where to begin. I too am a bit of a beginner, I suppose. I'm just going through these exercises, showing the material that you're likely to be presented so that you can learn from it as well if you so wish. Just pause the video and rewind and then rehash, and to show you that it can be done, that you can learn any skill or language by yourself if you put in the time and effort and have a good work ethic or a self-teaching ethic. So I just want to show that it can be done. So if that appeals to you, like I say, please like, follow, share and subscribe. If you want to chat directly about things or make comments about the videos or things that I might have got wrong, constructive criticism, feedback, whatever it is, get in the comments for each relevant video below and let your voices be heard. Right, that's that out of the way. Let's crack on with the main meat and potatoes of this video, which is to crack on with the listening and reading. Now, as usual, I have my crib sheets, my numbers here along the top, and some of the tenses, as well as obviously the old Japanese kanji hiragana alphabet with phonetics. And that's what I use as my reference sheet inside and outside of the program. They're there for just a matter of course, but hopefully in attempting this language, we will find ourselves able to crack on with the exercises. Sorry for that interruption. So let's crack on. Ichi, ni, san, yon, go, roku. Yep, we'll add 6 in there on the end. That's always a bonus. And there we are, into the setup.
女の人たちは働いています。
So the plural of ladies are working. Great.
男の人は働いています。
The mature gentleman is at work. There he is.
男の子たちは遊んでいま
The
す。
boys are playing.
女の子は遊んでいます。
And the girl is playing. Note the slight difference. Otokonoko is the singular, and with tashi at the end, it becomes plural. As you can witness, singular, plural, plural, singular. So, otokonoko tachi wa asonde imasu. Onna no hito tachi wa hataraite imasu. Otoko no hito wa hataraite imasu. Onna no ko wa asonde imasu. There we go, slide 2.
この先生は学校で働いています。
The teacher works in the school.
この女の人たちはレストランで働いています。
The ladies are working in the restaurant.
この医者は病院で働いています。
The doctor works in the hospital.
この男の人たちは公園で働いています。
The men are working in the park. There we go. So, この医者は病院で働いています。On to この先生は学校で働いています。この女の人たちはレストランで働いています。And この男の人たちは公園で働いています。Superb. Let's go to slide 3.
私は学校で遊んでいます。
I play in the school.
僕は公園で遊んでいます。
Boy plays in the park.
私は病院で働いています。
I work in the hospital.
私は学校で働いています。
I work in the school. So, 私は病院で働いています。僕は公園で遊んでいます。私は学校で働いています。And 私は学校で遊んでいます。Lovely stuff. Again, we've got some confidence here in repeating some of these. It is just listening and reading, so it's a collection of all the things that have happened in the module beforehand.
彼女は外で走っています。
There we have, she's running outside.
男の人と女の人は外でサンドイッチを食べています。
The man and lady are outside sandwich eating. There is. Obviously these two.
彼は屋内で走っています。
He is running inside.
家族は家の中で夕ご飯を食べています。
The family is sat down for dinner. Or it's inside. The family is inside eating dinner, basically. It's got to be this one. So, 男の人と女の人は外でサンドイッチを食べています。家族は家の中で夕ご飯を食べています。彼は屋内で走っています。And 彼女は外で走っています。Fabulous.
この男の人は屋内で働いています。
So running outside, working outside, inside, sorry. He's working
この
inside.
女の人は外で働いています。
She's working
こ
outside.
の男の人たちは外で働いていま
They
す。
are working outside.
この女の人たちは屋内で働いています。
And they are working again, female, they're working inside. So, この男の人は屋内で働いています。I can say that better. この男の人は屋内で働いています。It's a fair bit better. Still made a mistake. この男の人たちは外で働いています。この女の人は外で働いています。この女の人たちは屋内で働いています。There we go.
朝、夜、昼、夕方、夕方、
さあ、夕方、
朝、
朝、beneath、
夜、
夜、
昼、
昼。There we go. So, 朝、昼、夕方、夜. So there we have our morning, afternoon, evening, nighttime. So slide 7.
夕方です。
夕方です。
朝です。
朝です。
昼です。
昼です。
夜です。
夜です。Fantastic. Let's go to slide 8.
男の子たちはご飯を食べています。
朝です。子供たち
朝で
は
す。
朝ごはんを
子供
食べ
たちは朝ごはんを食べています。
Mm-hmm. Then we have you got. Oh no, it's hiru. Yes, I'm an idiot. Well, I've just got that one wrong entirely because I'm a tool.
男の子たちは
Yes.
ご飯を食べています。
Yes, we know. The first one is asa
朝です。子供たちは朝ごはんを食べています。
Hiru desu.
昼です。男の人たちは昼ごはんを食べています。
Yes. And then yugata desu.
夕方です。家族は夕ごはんを食べています。
Hi, so otoko no kotachi wa gohan o tabete imasu. And then we get the timings to relate to the type of foods that they're eating in the morning. So asa desu, it's the morning. Kodomo tachi wa asa gohan o tabete imasu. The kids are eating breakfast. Hiru desu. Otoko no hito tachi wa hiru gohan o tabete imasu. It's the afternoon, or it's noon. The men are eating lunch. Yugata desu. Yugata desu. Kazoku wa yogohan o tabete imasu. And it's the evening. The family are eating dinner because it's dinner time. Let's go to slide 9.
私たちは外で朝ごはんを食べています。
So they're outside eating breakfast.
私たちは家の中で朝ごはんを食べていま
They are
す。
inside. Ie no nakade is inside. So asogohan o tabetemasu. They're eating breakfast inside. So it's the family beneath.
私たちは家の中で夕ご飯を食べています。
So they're eating dinner inside.
私たちは外で夕ごはんを食べています。
And they are eating their dinner outside. So we got watashi tachi wa soto de asagohan o tabetemasu. Then we have watashi tachi wa soto de yogahan o tabetemasu. Watashi tachi wa ie no naka de yogahan o tabetemasu. And watashi tachi wa ie no naka de sogahan o tabetemasu. So the first one is they are eating their breakfast outside. Then we got they are eating their dinner outside. Sorry. Then we've got the two insides. They are eating their dinner inside, and they are eating their breakfast inside. It's getting easier and easier to
彼は夜働きます。
find out what timings we're working with and where we are, whether we're working or eating. And
彼は夜働
makes
き
an
ます。
immediate
彼
mistake.
らは昼遊びます。
Yes. So they're playing
彼
outside at
は
lunchtime.
朝働きます。
He's in the morning
彼
worker.
は夜働きます。
Yoru, no.
彼
Works at night time.
彼
Come
女
on,
は
Spike.
夕
What the hell?
方テレビを見
Start
ます。
again.
彼は夜は
Let's do the evening guy
彼
first.
らは昼遊びます。
Sobimas. Yes.
彼は朝、
In the morning.
彼女は夕方テレビを見ます。
Can't believe I got that one so wrong 3 times in a row. So, kare wa asa hatarakimasu. So he starts working in the morning. Or he wakes up in the morning. Kare wa yoru hatarakimasu. So he works into the evening. Konojo wa yogata terebi or mimasu. She watches television in the evening. And karera wa hiru wa sobimasu. And they are playing in the afternoon or at lunchtime. Let's go to slide 11.
どこで働いていますか？
私は病院で働いています。
She works at a hospital.
私は学校で働いています。
He works in the school.
私はレストランで働いていま
He
す。
works in the restaurant.
私は公園で働いています。
And she works in the park. So here we have Doko de hataraite imasu ka? Where do you work? And then we've got Watashi wa koen de hataraite imasu. I work in the park. Watashi wa byoin de hataraite imasu. I work in the hospital. Watashi wa gakkou de hataraite imasu. I work in the school. And watashi wa restaurant de hataraite imasu. I work in the restaurant. Let's go to slide 12. We're about halfway through.
いつ働い
What
てい
time
ま
do
す
you
か
work? いつ働いていますか? What time do you work? So, 私は朝働いて
私は
います。
朝働いています。
I work in the
いつ
mornings.
働いています
What
か
time do you work? We've got the clue here with the clock, which is at 昼. So, 私は昼働いて
私は
います。
昼働いていま
I
す。
work in the afternoon. And this one we have いつ働いていますか?
い
Where,
つ
what time do you
働い
work?
ていますか
Which leads into this clock being the night time. So, 私は
私
夜
は
働いてい
夜
ます。
働いています。
So there we have it. What time do you work? I work in the morning. I work in the afternoon. And I work in the evening. Let's go to slide 13.
スーツを着てネクタイをしています。
I'm wearing wearing a suit and a tie. Or there is
ス
a
ー
suit
ツ
and a
は
tie.
着ていますが、ネクタイはしていません。
Yeah, so there's a suit, but there is no necktie.
靴と靴下を履いています。
I'm wearing socks and shoes.
靴は履いていますが、靴下は履いていません。
I'm wearing shoes, but I'm not wearing socks. The 靴下を履いています。God, that's a tongue twister. And スーツを着てネクタイをしています。スーツを着ていますが、ネクタイをしていません。靴は履いていますが、靴下は履いていません。Probably as close as I'm going to get pronunciation.
彼は
wise,
卵を持って食べています。
he's holding his egg and eating it.
女の子は本を持って読んでいます。
He's holding a book and reading.
女の子は本を持っていますが、読んでいません。
She's holding a book, but she's not reading.
彼は卵を持っていますが、食べていません。
He's holding his egg, not eating it. So, 彼は卵を持って食べています。彼は卵を持っていますが、食べていません。女の子は本を持って読んでいます。女の子は本を持っていますが、読んでいません。Again, closest I'm going to get to pronunciation on those. But yes, he has an egg, and he's holding it and eating it. He has an egg, and he's holding it, but not eating it. She's got a book. She's holding a book and reading it. She's holding a book, but not reading.
彼女は昼ご飯の後に読みます。
She reads before her lunch.
彼は寝る前に読みます。
He reads before bed.
彼は仕事の前にコーヒーを飲みます。
He drinks coffee before work.
彼らは夕ご飯の後にコーヒーを飲みます。
And they eat dinner before drinking coffee, or they drink coffee after dinner. That's essentially what we got here. 彼らは夕ご飯の後にコーヒーを飲みます。Yeah, so no atuni is after and no maini is before. So he drinks coffee before work. They drink coffee after dinner. He reads before bed. She reads after her lunch. Or she has lunch and then reads. Is that the way around? No, she eats after she's read. She has lunch after she's read. That's the way around. So yeah. 彼らは夕ご飯の後にコーヒーを飲みます。彼は仕事の前にコーヒーを飲みます。彼は寝る前に読みます。彼女は昼ご飯の後に読みます。 Let's go to slide 16.
13個の卵、
There are 13 eggs,
16本のベルト、
16 belts,
15本のネクタイ、
15 neckties,
14個のカップ、
14 cups. 13個の卵、14個のカップ、15本のネクタイ、and 15本のベルト. Let's go slide 17.
17枚のお皿、
17 plates,
20冊の本、
20 books,
18個のボール、
18 balls,
19本の花、
19 plants. So, 17枚の皿、18個のボール、19本の花、20冊の本. Let's go slide 18.
何歳ですか？
Well, how old are you? 何歳ですか? And he is, what would you say he is? He's got to be 14.
私は14歳です。
私は14歳です. So, 何歳ですか?
何歳ですか？
And he's going to be
私
19
は
歳.
19歳です。
19歳です. So yeah, how old are you? And then I am, and then the age. So 14歳 for 14 and 19歳 for 19. 19? Yeah, 19. Sorry, I had to look at my reference sheet
こ
there
ん
and
ば
think
ん
about that.
は。
こんばんは is
おやすみなさい。
good night.
こんにちは。
Hello.
おはようございます。
Good morning. So, ohayo gozaimasu for good morning. Konnichiwa for hello, standard greeting. Konbanwa for good afternoon or good evening. And oyasumi nasai for good night. Let's go to slide 20. Oh, genki desu. This is a new one. Never mind. Let's refresh. Konbanwa.
こんばんは。
こんばんは。
Genki desu ka?
お元気ですか？
Genki desu. O genki desu ka?
元気です。お元気ですか？
寒いです。
Samui desu.
おやすみなさい。
And oyasumi nasai.
おやすみなさい。
Oyasumi nasai. I could say it in the previous slide, but I can't say it in this slide. So here we have good evening. Good evening. How are you? I'm good, thanks. How are you? I'm cold. And the orchestra and whatever show they're at. And then good night. Good night.
おはようございます。
Good morning. Okay. So, I'm Dan
ダン・
Packer
パー
です。
カーです。こちらはジェーン・テイラーさんです。
So, I'm here with Jane Taylor. So,
これは
Here
テ
we
イ
have
ラ
her
ーさ
book.
んの本です。
and let me go down.
テイラーさん、こんにち
Hello,
は。
Taylor
お
san.
元気ですか？
How are you?
元気です。
I'm fine, thanks. So, yeah, ohayo gozaimasu. Good morning. I'm Dan Packer. Dan Packer desu. Kochira ra Jean Taylor-san desu. And here today I have Jean Taylor. Korera Taylor-san no hon desu. Here we have Taylor's. Here we have her book. So hello, hello, Miss Taylor. How are you? So Tiara-san, konnichiwa, or genki desu ka? And then genki desu. I'm good, thanks. Slide 22. Let's ask the question. Doko de
どこで
kamemasu
書
ka?
きますか
And in the morning,
朝は公園で書きます。
I write in the mornings, and then I write in the
夕
evenings.
方は今で書きます。
There we go. Yugata wa ima de kakimasu. So, yeah. So where do you write? In the mornings I write in the park, and in the evenings I write in the living room. Let's go number 23.
どこでコーヒーを飲みますか？
When do you drink your coffee? Doko de kohi o nomimasu ka? And watashi wa kafe de
私
kohi
は
o
カフェで
nomimasu.
コーヒー
Let's
を
start
飲み
that
ます。
again just to make sure that I'm going to get that.
どこでコーヒーを飲みますか？
Yeah. 私はカフェで
私
コー
は
ヒーを飲み
カフェで
ます。
コ
I
ー
like to
ヒ
drink
ー
my
を飲
coffee
み
in the
ます。
cafe. So, いつコーヒーを飲みますか?
いつコーヒーを飲み
What
ま
time
す
do you
か?
drink your coffee? Because we've got a clock here. And he drinks his coffee in the evening. What are you on about? Oh, it's the morning. I'm an idiot. It's the only problem with these clocks. They just give you
ど
like
こ
a
で
chunk
コー
of time.
ヒ
They
ー
don't
を
tell you
飲み
AM
ま
or
すか？
morning. You got to guess. 私はコーヒーでコーヒ
私
ーを飲
は
みます。
カフェでコーヒーを飲みます。
Yep. いつコーヒーを飲みますか?
いつコーヒーを飲みますか?
Yep. And then 私は朝コーヒーを飲みます。I drink my coffee in the
私
morning.
は朝コーヒーを飲みます。
い
いつコーヒーを飲みますか？
When do you drink your coffee? And he drinks his coffee at night. Oh, that's a bad idea. Too much caffeine. You'll stay awake.
私は夕方コーヒーを
There we
飲
go.
みます。
We have a typo there. Watakushi is not correct. It's watashi wa yugata yu kohi o nomimasu. So there we go. We've got one mistake here in the actual program. Not too much of an issue, but worth pointing out. So watakushi wa yugata kohi o nomimasu. That's fantastic. So there we go. That's the end. That's 88 correct of the 0 of the listening and reading. I'm glad I made that through with very few mistakes. Again, we are rehashing. If I go to the home screen, we are rehashing in this one most of all of this anyway. The slides have already come up. We've only had, was that 1.5 or 2 there that structurally were a little bit different than what I've experienced. However, they have they weren't too difficult to extrapolate and process to be able to obviously respond and get the answers relatively correct. Again, I'm getting through these slides. I've got to a point now where I'm making fewer and fewer mistakes where I don't need to repeat a lot of the time. However, the repeats you are seeing are generally down to my mistake of just not taking the time to sit there and take in the information before responding. Now I'm starting to be a bit more confident that it's not because I'm overconfident in recognizing what I've picked up with Japanese. I think I'm now starting to get down to it's more of an impulse response from either my OCD or my bipolar, which is getting me to respond as if I think I know it. I do, but I'm misinterpreting what the slide is, which is where I'm making the mistake because I'm reading it as one thing and it's actually the other. And that's that attention deficit that you get with OCD as a mental health challenge on a day-to-day basis because it's very ADHD driven. So there are moments where speed reading can be a very good skill to have. In this context, it can sometimes cause some of these errors that I'm making. Now, don't get me wrong, that's not me making an excuse. It's just me identifying the mechanics of why I'm making these mistakes. At the same time, it's not necessarily going to stop me making those mistakes. However, I'm obviously going to try harder to slow myself down, pull myself down a bit, or pull myself back a bit, to just take in the information a bit slower before delivering a response and answer to the slide. However, making those mistakes, as we know, is part and parcel of learning, and constructive mistakes, so long as you can rectify them, is usually good for the memory recall function for learning a piece of material and it coming back to you to utilize later on. As you know, your memory testing yourself, you're flexing like you would do in the gym, the constant break and repair of doing an exercise, which is what this is. So there we go. That's the listening and reading module video done for today. I hope you've all enjoyed it. The next step will be going on to the speaking, which is where I'm hoping that my language and pronunciation will keep on the uptick. Today's was pretty good with a couple of slips here and there, but relatively fluent and responsive today, more so than normal, which I'll take. So the speaking one will be all about the pronunciation, and I expect that's where I'm going to encounter some issues of pronunciation where either I slightly miss pitching in the accent, or potentially the program's not going to be picking up because I have the difficulty set. I'll show you. This is where I have the difficulty set. 1, 2. I've only got 3 to go. Let's put it up 1. Why not? Make it a little bit more intense. And there we go. I'm starting a notch higher than I was before, meaning that I need to get it more spot on. It should hopefully pick up a few more subtleties in my pronunciation and the pitching up or down as required, forcing me to be better. It's sometimes good to start in jumping in at the deep ends to get the difficulty that you're trying to attain, and then slowly bringing it back to a comfortable level that still pushes you, and then slowly rising it up as you get more and more confidence and better at the skill. So yes, speaking will be tomorrow, and that's gonna be it for today, I believe. So as always, if you've enjoyed the content and you've stuck around, you're supporting this channel, please like, follow, share and subscribe. Twitch.tv/xofficina and youtube.com/xofficina. If you can find me on one, you can link to the other, as they both link to each other on their relevant pages. Add me on the Discord if you want to direct message or personally message me. It'd be great to create a community over there where we can trade some advice, tips, tricks, other resources for learning Japanese or the culture, anything like that. I'm all down for. Also, that's where I also engage with gaming and streaming for games there. So if anyone wants to play anything with me, so long as I have it on the same platform, or it's a suggestion to take under so I can go purchase the game so that we can play together and stream, make content, I'm all for it. Just grab me over on there. Like I said, that's it for today's video. Looking at this, I'm hoping to continue this streak into the rest of this week so that we can get to our core lesson, ready for the main slog of repetition all the way up to the milestone for Unit 3. I envisage this will take a month or so to get through. Hopefully, that's hopefully without any stops, without any fails, any technical difficulties, etc. So we'll see how that goes. And once again, thank you for the continued support to those who like, follow, share and subscribe to the page, and for those who sit in on the live streams and then come and check out on the permanent home of the videos over on YouTube. I really appreciate, thank and respect your support, and let's keep it going. Let's try and get to affiliate status. 25 of 50 followers over on Twitch, and YouTube's flagging a little bit. Very much like to try and get some of those numbers up. Any help and support appreciated. So as always, like, follow, share and subscribe, and share to those who you think will enjoy and benefit from these videos. Whether you're learning a language, want to see what it's like to try and learn and teach yourself a language, what the programs and the material are like, anything like that. Oh, just someone who's interested in Japanese culture, you might find this interesting or entertaining, especially when I end up losing my lid and frustrating myself and swearing at myself in the program. You know, I'm sure that's where the entertainment value is when I'm not getting it right, and you can all sit there and point and laugh. But it's all a learning curve. Try not to take things too seriously over here, apart from trying to get these things right. just to show the Japanese people and their culture the respect that it deserves in trying to learn their language, in lieu of going over there on holiday and just not wanting to be your standard English Western tourist. I would like to actually speak to them a little bit and understand what they're saying. So there's a little bit more effort on my part, and it just takes off a lot of responsibility on their part, where at least they can see that I'm trying and putting in the effort, and more likely to not hold reservations that they usually hold against us gaijin, us foreign tourists, particularly those from the Western English speaking world. So that's all from me today. As always, take care, stay safe, keep safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!